From the News Channel 5 Network, this is OpenLine.
Happy Monday to you, everyone. I'm Jessica Ralston. Thanks for joining us here on Open Line, and we are talking about red-hot real estate in Nashville. So make sure you call in if you have any questions, comments about what's going on in your neighborhood, what you would like to see. And our guest tonight is a true expert. Shane Tallant is here to talk about all things real estate related in the city. So if you have any questions for him, he'd love to answer them for you. So give us a call at 737+. All right, Shane, thanks for being here.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's get on it. Let's talk about maybe what's happening right now as we head into fall.
Nashville is out of control. The Nashville real estate market has to be one of the fastest growing markets in the country. I know recently it came in second to Las Vegas for bachelorette parties.
Oh, easy to see that. Go downtown any weekend and you'll see them everywhere.
I just drove through downtown and it's crazy on a Monday night.
That's
so
funny.
All eyes are on Nashville. More people are moving here than ever before. I think the TV show has something to do with it. I think the tax benefits of living in Tennessee has something to do with it. And there's right now there's just simply not enough real estate for a number of people that are moving here. They're coming in masses, so which is a good thing. As a real estate agent, it's pretty incredible how fast things are moving, but there are some pretty exciting projects happening in town.
Let's start talking about those, and then we can even go through neighborhood by neighborhood about what's going on in each section of town, and even some which will make a lot of people scream, hey, some lower priced options, because we all know trying to live in the city, near the city, is quite pricey. So that's something to think about too. All right.
Yeah, I get a lot of people that ask me like, hey, I want a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in the Gulch for less than 200 grand. It's like, good luck.
I laugh at you. You can get a closet.
Good luck.
And a hot frying pan, but that's
about it. So there are some challenges based on, that's the hot areas, and the younger first-time home buyer, that's where they want to be, of course. So it's like, but there are some great options, and we can talk about that throughout the hour.
Okay, we'll get to them in just a second here. All right, we have a caller already. Regina, hi. Thank you so much for calling. What would you like to say tonight?
Well, first of all, good evening to you and your guest.
Thank you.
Hello.
My question is, what is the lowest end of a credit score that one can purchase a home?
That's a really good question. And one
great.
It's one that's actually unfortunately over my head a bit, just because I hesitate to give lending advice out because each case is different. I know there's some amazing lenders out there that work within parameters from perfect credit score and high income to challenging credit scores and lower income. My recommendation would be, I'd hate to throw out a number like you've got to have over 600 or whatever. I just know there are some plateaus and some points that you've got to hit, for lack of a better term, points that will make it easier on you. I know lower credit score, lower down payment, things like that. You may pay a little more in interest rates, or you might have to have mortgage insurance, things like that. But I would just suggest talk to your bank, see if they have a lending program. If they do, they should be able to give you some advice. And they also have really good advice on how to get your credit score up. So if, say you're at a 550 now and you can wait 90 days, there are some tricks of the trade, so to speak, that can get your credit score up pretty quickly, and you'd be surprised how fast you can get that number up and then get a better rate and get qualified for a loan.
I know, Regina, I don't know if you saw it on our newscast, though, but we just did a story about the change in the law that they can no longer include any medical bills in your credit report, mark those against you. So that's something everyone should keep an eye on. And if they are on there, I would call all three of those agencies to make sure they're wiped out and bump your score up a little bit, because they can't count against you anymore.
But that delinquent Macy's bill will.
Yes. So watch the shoe shopping. Did you have any more questions for Shane?
Barely hear.
Yeah, I know. Regina, are you still there?
I am.
Oh, we're having trouble hearing you. You talking right into your
I am.
There you go. Hey, we
welcome
can hear
back.
you again. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, we didn't hear what you were saying. I'm sorry, we can't. We're losing you. Are you on a cell phone?
Yes, I am. What about now?
Now,
Yeah.
yes, we got
Keep
you.
it right there.
Stay
Don't move, Regina.
Yeah.
Okay. Question again. I hope I can remember. While in a Chapter 13, what are your options as far as being refinanced or having your loan modified?
Again, that's another question that I would be hesitant to answer just because I'm a real estate agent and I don't want to give out bad advice, but I would just recommend talk to your bank, and someone there that's in the lending department should be able to give you all of the advice that you need in terms of steps that you can take to either refinance or get a new loan or get through the challenges you may have.
And also, Regina, maybe, and I don't even know if they have it in Nashville, but I would guess they did. There's an agency here, which they've had in other cities I lived in, the Consumer Credit Reporting Agency, which is a nonprofit. And if you Google and see if they're in Nashville, you can go meet with one of those credit counselors, and they could probably give you the lowdown on everything and let you know what your options are for a home loan. So that's something I would Google. Just do Consumer Credit Reporting in Nashville and see if there's one of those nonprofits out there that can help with free advice.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and you all have a good evening.
Well,
You
thank
too.
you. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Okay, so that was a good question though to start with,
Yeah.
because you can't
One,
buy a
of
home
course,
if
I
you don't.
couldn't answer, but-
It's okay. It'll get people thinking. All right, so let's talk about what's the biggest thing happening right now as far as new development.
Well, I think, and I was on a couple months ago, and it was early on in the process. But right now the Gulch, all eyes are on the Gulch, and there's a project called the 1212 building. It's on the corner of 12th Avenue and Laurel. It's 286 high-end condos in a high-rise. Mostly half the building is facing downtown, so you got beautiful downtown views. It's a developer named Ray Hensler who built the Adelicia building over near Vanderbilt, Midtown. They're selling them now. I think last time I was here, they were in the pre-sale process where they
Right.
were just reserving units, but now they're under contract. The building is almost complete,
Yeah.
completely done, and they're now getting ready to start closing units. So, and they price. They're not cheap, but they're really not overpriced or they're not gouging by any means for a brand new product, move-in ready. They're starting at 703 square feet for $268,000, all the way up to a big penthouse that's just under 4,000 square feet that's sold for $2.6 million.
Oh my goodness, that is the mother load. And full disclosure, that's if you follow me on Facebook and you saw my hard hat picture from a couple Sundays ago, that's what I was doing. I was touring the building, and it's incredible. The amenities are off the charts.
They're unbelievable. They have everything from a automatic dog wash,
Yes.
which you put your dog in, you hook it up. It's like going to a car
Yeah.
wash, and you put a bunch of quarters in, and it washes your dog for you. To artificial grass roof you can't tell it's fake grass, but it is. So they've got a heated saline pool with a spa. They've got a 4,000 square foot fitness center that's trainer driven. They're going to have 2 restaurants in the ground floor right on 12th Avenue. They have a concierge, which is, I believe, the first in Nashville for non-hotel. They have a full-time concierge, not just a full-time security desk and front door. They'll have a concierge on staff that can do anything from get you Predators tickets to pick up your laundry to get your car washed for you. I mean, full service.
Yeah.
So they're
and
really
it is very important to note, a secure building, which is
very secure,
very important.
Yeah.
And I saw an incredible. I mean, they have fire pits and cabanas, but what I really liked was they have that. Well, I love the gym because you get a view of downtown
Right.
if you're on a treadmill or whatever doing cardio. But over in the corner there, they have the outdoor bar where they're going to put the big screen TVs, and you can watch football outside with your friends this fall, have a view of downtown, and have drinks outside. It's pretty impressive.
It's pretty nice. It'll be a 70-inch flat screen TV with a bar, not fully stocked, but fully capable bar. And there'll be 2 areas like that. So
Wild.
staring at downtown, watching the Titans beat everyone but the Steelers. I'm from Pittsburgh. I had to say
okay,
that.
that's okay. Anyway, we'll continue on that thought in just a minute. The building, not the football. But Charles has been waiting on the line. Hi, Charles. What's your question or comment?
My question is this. I've noticed in the construction boom around Nashville that the concern I see is not for families, but those basically man and woman or whatever, other than the lifestyle. Why is that?
Meaning what? Just in terms of number of bedrooms and bathrooms?
Oh, yeah, number of bedrooms. Basically, you have 1 to 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, I think there's a demand for it. There really is. And being in the market myself, in terms of selling, and I have clients that walk in, and everyone that's calling me, it's a certain price point, and I imagine you're talking in town. Mostly what's going up are multi-level buildings that are coming up off the ground as opposed to single-family homes. Now I have a bunch listed that are single-family homes. It just in the condo market, for the developers, it really doesn't make sense to start building condos that are any bigger than three bedrooms until you get into a penthouse level, and of course the price goes up. So you pay price per square foot.
So in other words, you're telling me to those who can afford those prices move in.
Well, I think it's all relative to the location. I think we touched on that earlier. A lot of people want to live in the hot area of town, right in downtown or right in the Gulch or right in Midtown or 12 South, and just unfortunately the prices and the demand for that land, that dirt over there with restaurants and bars and shopping and things like that, it just drives the prices up. But there are some really great, and I think we'll talk about this, some other areas of town that are right now in the progression stage where in past years weren't necessarily the best areas of town, but developers are coming in, paying fair dollar for the land from the homeowners, and building new homes that get you 2,000 square feet and bigger, and we can talk about some of that.
Okay.
Yeah, we will. There's a developer. It was in the Tennessee.
You're not just talking into affluent there.
I can't hear. What did he say?
One more time?
So basically, you're not just talking into affluent.
No, because listen, there's a new development that a developer is doing now. It's called, this is from the Tennessean article, the Park at Melrose Heights. She is doing condos starting at $95,000, which is way below the median selling price, to get people that want to live in Nashville, to get them in without having to pay those really high prices for the condos.
That's the question. $95,000, how much square feet?
Right.
They start, I think, at 700.
Okay, 90, put your furniture
Or 550 square feet. I mean, they're small. It's,
He just walked you right into that one.
That's okay, but I appreciate your response, okay?
Okay, thank
you.
you.
Yeah, have a blessed day.
You
You too.
too. All right, and with that, we have a lot more to talk about. A couple callers on the line. We'll be back with Shane in just a moment.